Welcome in, everybody. TV Sports 27 back on the air with you guys, and we got another big Revolution Pro Football playoff game. It is the number 2 seed Portland Ironmen with their 4-1 record taking on the 7 seed Oklahoma City Bandit with the 4-2 record. The wild card team, we've already seen one of the wild card teams crash and burn as they went down at the hands of the Atlantic City Eclipse. And we are down to our final 2 semifinal games. So we got this game coming your way, and then we have the finale of the semifinal section, which is going to be the defending champion Ann Arbor Annihilators going up against their old quarterback, who's now with the New York Nightmare. That is going to be the 4 seed and the 5 seed going at it. So we are here in Portland, Oregon, in this beautiful Ironman Stadium. They've had their controversies, their different ownership groups trying to leave, trying to move to San Diego, trying to move to Oakland. But the secret investor came in and put them right back in Portland, and they're the 2 seed. And if they win, they will be hosting a second round game. If they lose, it'll be the Tennessee Toxic who will be hosting the second round game along with the top seeded Atlantic City Eclipse. Doubleheader for you guys if you have been following us on Twitter, which we always encourage you to do. TV Sports 27 on Twitter. That's where you're able to interact with us, ask us questions one-on-one, all that fun stuff. We had tweeted yesterday that we're going to be playing a game of All-Pro 2K8, a game of Revolution Pro Football, and then we're going to be going to WWE 2K22 right after this, and we're going to kick off the Extreme Rules pay-per-view on Main Event. The first 4 matches of Main Event are going to be the matches that didn't fit onto the Extreme Rules card. So big deal for you. It's almost like back in the day. Remember when you used to tune in to like Sunday Night Heat or WCW Saturday Night, and you would get like part of the pay-per-view card? Well, that concept is back, and it is happening right after this stream. So get settled in, a little bit of football for you guys, and then we're going to be headed over to the action on WWE 2K22. So here we go. How you guys doing on this Saturday? We got the big New Japan show tonight, New Japan and AEW show. Shouldn't just say, New Japan. All right, Troy Aikman trying to get back to the big game here. And Aikman's going to start this one off with a passing play, and he will indeed complete that one. It is going to be good. And it's going to be Lenny Moore for the first down. The all gold going with the look. The Bandits, they like to switch up the look a lot. The wild card team knocked off the Birmingham Maulers in the wild card round, or I should say first in the wild card round. It was it's pouring down rain outside. Was the Killer Whales that they knocked off, and then they were able to knock off the Maulers to get to this point. And a nice tackle for loss. Otis Wilson. Portland Ironmen, the expansion club, trying to join a fellow expansion team in the semifinals.
Stay sharp.
The Atlantic City Eclipse are already there, as well as the Tennessee Toxic. And then we're down to this game, and then the finale of the quarterfinal round. Aikman just tries to dump that one off, and it goes incomplete. Reuben Jones. All right, third down, 3rd and 10. The Oklahoma City Bandits. Old and black against yellow and black. Troy Aikman. He's dropping back. Well, he's dancing around. And he's going to heave it downfield. It is going to be knocked around, incomplete, nearly intercepted. And they will punt this one away. So good stand by the Portland Ironmen. There's speculation about their future when we move into the RXFL full-time with Madden. Low snap. Ooh, nearly blocked. That one going back. Be fielded at the 25. There you go. That's what Portland, the Ironmen, will take over. Rainy Saturday here in where I live, my neck of the woods here in Florida. Johnny Unitas, we know that he's been contracted to go to Tim Tebow's new North Florida Cheetah squad in the RXFL. And Unitas getting popped and going down. QB sack. Oklahoma City Bandits. First time to see the Bandits on the road. They had 2 home games, both in Week 5 and in the wild card round. Played Birmingham in Week 5. And down goes Unitas again. Holy smokes.
You're the meat and I'm the lion, sucker.
Paul Page. He gets, yeah, it was Paul Page. He got in there. I thought I saw a player with the star. One of the scrubby players. All right, so it's 3rd and long for the Ironmen. Not a good start for them. Johnny Unitas has yet to get the ball away. Good defense by the defending runners-up in the Revolution Bowl. And there is Torrey Holt. Again, I know it says Isaac Bruce, but we didn't have enough memory to make more than one player, so Isaac Bruce was on the Killer Whales, and this is actually Torrey Holt, despite the fact that it's pretty much the same guy. You only have so much room to make players in this game, so that's why that is. And obviously, we have Torrey Holt on our Denver Broncos squad. All right, going back to Oklahoma City. Defense reigning supreme so far in this ball game, and see what happens on the next drive, the 3rd drive of the game. The 2nd for the Oklahoma City Bandits. We were kind of talking about it a little bit yesterday. We did a stream for our Denver Broncos franchise. Let me know what games you guys are interested in coming up here with not only we got baseball coming up, we were talking about the USFL championship. Also, we got Forbidden Door tonight. What matches are you guys interested in for that? A lot of baseball today. Aikman completes it to Ben Coates. First down, Bandits. Cleaner, welcome Cleaner. We got Cleaner here. I was getting a little worried. I thought the chat was going to be vacant. It was going to be like one of my old Twitch streams. My regulars weren't here, but Cleaner is here. Welcome aboard, my friend. Doubleheader Sunday. Football now, and then WWE 2K22 coming up right after this. The first 4 matches of Extreme Rules as part of WWE Main Event. Emmitt Smith has yet to get going. He had a monster breakout game last week in the wild card round in Oklahoma City's win over Huntington Beach, but he has been slow to start here.
Glitch possibility here,
There's
fellas.
Aikman trying to go to his first Revolution Bowl. It was John Elway that led the Bandits to the Revolution Bowl last season. Good throw by Aikman. Ben Coates bringing it in down to the 30. And Oklahoma City in a good position. We already know Oklahoma City's future. They're going to stay put, but they're going to rebrand, as most of the teams are going to rebrand as part of the new league, as the Oklahoma City Lancers. Of course, they're going to have the controversial Deshaun Watson as their quarterback. Decent run by Emmitt. He gets 4 yards on the ground there. We got dating advice right now from Cleaner. I've never had that before on the channel. Unless you both up. Here's my X before too. Well, there's only one way to find out. You got to ask, right? You just got to put it out there.
Everybody ready?
Get the old yes or no answer right up front. Are you into the Cleaner or not? 3rd down and 6 for the Bandits. Going to Ben Coates again. And this time, well read by the Portland Ironmen.
No way, baby. No
They
way.
hold defensively. And it's going to be pretty much what would amount to an extra point in the NFL, maybe a little further away, but right down the middle. This should be a gimme for the Bandits. And it will be. Oklahoma City, the 7th seed. All the top seeds in all the playoff games up to this point have won so far. This is our 5th playoff game, and we have yet to see a road team win. Is that going to happen here? I say tonight. It's actually daytime for this game. We've kind of begun a new day on the calendar. We played the last game under the lights. This one daytime, and the next game will be in the afternoon. But I've already kind of said there's snow in the forecast. We haven't had any weather games. And what would it be, playoff football, without a little bit of snow? So we're going to get some snow in the forecast when we see Ann Arbor and New York go toe-to-toe in our semifinal playoff game. Zach Green, now all the regulars are popping in. What's going on, Zach? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the stream. Kurt Warner. What a hit Warner got right there. 8 yards on the ground for Warner. Zach, maybe you can help out Cleaner with his Cleaner needs some advice. What do you think he should do?
2nd and 2 from your Iron Men, 38 yard line.
Down. Sit.
Straight up the gut to Warner, and he doesn't get anything on it. This normally high-powered offense of the Portland Ironmen slowed down right now by the Oklahoma City Bandits. Play action fake, and Unitas, awkward throw, and Unitas way off target. And slow start, they're looking like, if you guys watched any of the USFL, it's looking like the New Jersey Generals, who themselves had a pretty powerful offense, pretty good 2 QB system. And they also had a very slow go of it in the early going, and that ended up leading to their ultimate demise, if you will. All right. What does the Extreme Rules card look like? Good question. I will let me bust open our Google Docs here. I was using it for roster names, but I think I can pretty much guesstimate all the names from here. We'll run down the card. It's a pretty stat card, and the first 4 matches are going to take place on main event coming up right after this stream here. We give to Emmett Smith, so we'll read you down the main event card first, which is coming up next. So on main event, the first 4 matches of Extreme Rules, and is going to be the ladder match for the 24/7 championship in Japan, at New Japan. It is going to be Hiromu Takahashi challenging the new champion, Taiji Ishimori. Only the New Japan's had 2 ladder matches, right? They had the Omega and Michael Elgin one. Didn't Tanahashi have a ladder match? So a rare ladder match for New Japan, 24/7 championship. That's taking place right after this on main event. We're also going to see the tag team tables match, the Natural Disasters going up against the Viking Raiders. Emmett Smith on the carry. What a stiff arm. 2 stiff arms for Emmett Smith. Get that out of here. What a run by Smith. You're also going to see the women's tag team championships on the line. Hug and Boss Connection challenging the champions, Generation Now, and Sami Zayn versus Ricochet. After months of Sami Zayn trying to convince Ricochet he's a conspiracy theory victim, Ricochet finally said, nope, not doing it. And he is gone his own way, and they're going to have their match right there, first down for the Bandits. So that is coming up on main event. And then your main card coming up at Extreme Rules. Robert Roode will take on Diesel one-on-one. Happy Go Lucky will defend the WWE Tag Team Championships against Tommaso Ciampa and Roderick Strong. A jailhouse match, Big Boss Man and Drew McIntyre. There'll be no rules in that one as well, if you can imagine. Emmett Smith on the give, and he's got 4 yards. Bobby Lashley, Apollo Crews, and MVP versus the Street Profits and Johnny Gargano. An I Quit match for the WWE Women's Championship. Asuka challenging Becky Lynch. A Falls Count Anywhere match for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship. Isaiah Swerve Scott defending against Slapjack and Austin Theory. Beth Phoenix and Trish Stratus stepping out of retirement to challenge Retaliation and Reckoning of Retribution. Last Man Standing match, which actually WWE's kind of taken a page out of our book with the SummerSlam match, but we got it first. Last Man Standing, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, part of the Retribution Gauntlet. What a catch in Oklahoma City, charging down the field. Steel cage match, T-Bar and Mace against the Usos, and your main event for the Intercontinental Championship, Edge defending the Intercontinental Championship against Mustafa Ali. And that is your card for Extreme Rules. What match are you most looking forward to, Zach or Cleaner? You got a favorite match? Meanwhile, the
pickup of 4 yards on the play. Jones.
Bandits here, looking good. They're about to take a pretty sizable lead.
2nd and 5 from the Bandits, 6-yard line.
So don't forget, stay tuned, because we're going to kick off that card, the Extreme Rules card, coming up. The first 4 matches. Ladders match, tables match, and 2 championship matches, as well as a grudge match coming up on main event right after this stream. Zach's looking forward to Brock and Roman, last man standing, and you guys know Roman Reigns has had his struggles as of late since joining Retribution. Whether it's not been a good fit or what, we thought when Retribution aligned with the undisputed champion, touchdown Emmitt Smith, we thought that was going to be kind of the downfall of WWE. We thought that was going to be it. It has not been that. It was immediate that Edge got that championship away from Roman Reigns, which kind of saved us. And then since then, it has been a Roman Reigns unlike that we have ever seen before. So, meanwhile, the 7-seeded Bandits doing their thing right now.
Barrow is back for the point after. McGee will hold the kick.
Big lead on the top-seeded, and if you're the Tennessee Toxic or a Tennessee Toxic fan, you're hoping that the Bandits win out here, because then you get a home game in the playoffs in the next round, which would be big, because then the winner of that would go to the championship. And if the Atlantic City Eclipse would lose in the next round, then the Tennessee Toxic would host the Revolution Bowl should this score hold up and should Atlantic City lose. So a lot on the line. Oh my goodness, what happened? What happened? Holy smokes, a fumble. I don't know if I hit the wrong button or what. That was frightening. Oh my God, it is going from bad to worse right now. Look at this, back on the 5-yard line. It is not going well right now for the Portland Ironmen. Give to Warner, and Warner met at the line.
Run by Warner. Tackle made by number 52. No gain on the play. Second and 10. Ball at the 5-yard line.
Shadow of the own end zone here. There's Rick Upchurch, and Upchurch, there you go. It's a little bit of breathing room for the Portland Ironmen.
12 yards on the play. First down, Ironmen.
I gotta remember, I gotta keep up my talk here. These streams get copyright claims like nobody's business because even though I have PA music turned off, it'll still play copyright music over the loudspeaker. And so if you go back and try to watch any of my past streams, there's chunks of it where I've had to edit out the audio because of that. Kurt Warner, first down. Now the Ironman's starting to move. I hope Jeff Hardy, boy, I don't know, Jeff Hardy might take a break from ladder matches for a little bit. Well, I suppose this is virtual Jeff Hardy, obviously. First and 10, Johnny U. Pocket collapsing, gets rid of it to Torrey Holt. And this is the best. That plays over the loudspeaker, and I'll show you in the settings as we pitch outside to Warner, and that's one of the reasons, as much as I enjoyed this game, I feel like I can't keep playing it. Presentation, you look, PA, well, I mean, I have PA volume maybe, but you can see 2K beats volume. I guess this would eliminate the announcer. Let me just turn this down. I mean, I like hearing the announcer talk, but that might eliminate. I have 2K beats turned down, which should not be playing, but player volume, crowd volume, sound effects. Maybe that will eliminate the copyright music. That Rush song that likes playing. It always gets copyright claimed, and I have to go in and edit out the music there. All right, first and 10. Iron Men are moving. Unitas. He's going to go to Kurt Warner, and he's going to end up losing 2 yards. Nothing so far out of Larry Fitzgerald, who's usually the go-to guy for this Iron Men squad.
Down. Sit.
Roman Reigns and T-Bar. The rivals in your universe, good friends in mine. Oh my goodness, they're desperate to get the ball into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald, and Norton nearly intercepted that one. That was one where I feel like in the huddle, coach told him, let's get Larry one. And they kind of set up a little pitch and catch for Larry. And that ball was going that way regardless, and it nearly burned the Iron Men, who have been shut out up to this point, which is incredible for their standards. And Unitas, there's Larry Fitzgerald, and there is your first down for the Portland Iron Men. And nearly sacked, too. Johnny U had to step up and get rid of that one.
Ready for this? iPro 90Z quick out. Focus on this one. Break.
Johnny Unitas, first year in the league, trying to get his team to a Revolution Bowl. He's no stranger to winning championships. He would like to add one more to his Hall of Fame career. There's a quarterback sack.
I sacked you, baby.
Maybe that could be the name of our league. HOF, Hall of Fame Football. HOFF. HFL. The HFL, the Hall of Fame Football League. What do you think? Or do you like the RXFL? We've already been calling it the RXFL. HPF, Hall of Fame Pro Football. I kind of like that Hall of Fame name. Johnny Unitas. What a catch! Holy moly! Holy smokes! Johnny Unitas finding his opportunity and connecting with Rick Upchurch for the touchdown. That was a thing of beauty, and that's Johnny Unitas for you, ladies and gentlemen. So the 2-seeded Iron Men on the board in this one. And the extra point is good, so the Bandits will have a fistful of minutes here. Try to do some more damage before we get into the second half. Are we going to get new Undisputed Tag Team titles? I saw some designs online. They might have just been fan designs. I'm waiting. Some new belts, new championships. We got the new Intercontinental and the new US, so why not for everything else? Good field position for the Bandits. Aikman to Coates. Coach has caught everything today.
I'm on today. Just keep getting to the right spot, and I'm going to find you. Woo, that's my boy.
Aikman and company getting fired up in the huddle. Incomplete. Second and 10 on the Portland 37. Quiet game so far from Emmitt Smith. He's had a couple of big runs, but not the normal lights-out performance. And it's intercepted. That one underthrown by Aikman. And that was a badly timed turnover because now, all of a sudden, the Iron Men will have a big, big opportunity here to take the lead before halftime. Big staff. And it was just an underthrow. If Aikman put some air into that one, that's probably a touchdown. You're looking at a touchdown there, but that underthrow is what led to the interception. So here comes the top-seeded 4-1 Iron Men. 4-1 for Portland. 4-2 for Oklahoma City. Incomplete. Torrey Holt drops that one.
What the hell is the story with that throw? They were coming hard at me, and I rushed it.
You like the mics, huh? I like that. It's like the USFL mic'd up on the sideline. Big time here. They decide to give it to Kurt Warner. Norton is right there. Loss of a yard. You can see the numbers on your screen for Smith and Warner. Nothing to write home about yet. And the Bandits might end up holding. Johnny Unitas to Fitzgerald, incomplete. And the Bandits force a 3-and-out, so they'll get another opportunity added here. That's a big defense sustain. Defense playing well right now for the Bandits.
All day, you get shut down.
Can they do it in 2 minutes? Aikman. Quick throw to the sideline. Moore cannot get out of bounds. They're going to go with the no huddle here. Plenty of time, and there's Coates, and Ben Coates, who's made a bunch of catches in this game, comes up with another one. Liv Morgan versus regular Gonzalez. Where's irregular Gonzalez? Ben Coates is proven to be unstoppable so far for the Bandits. Play fake. Oh, Aikman goes down. And Oklahoma City wisely just go ahead and take one of those timeouts. Whoops. Someone sent me a video here.
It's looking a little bit like those Dallas Cowboys as peaking in the 90s. Now we look at how it's...
Listen up. We got Bunch 50 Z Drag Rub. Stay sharp.
It's a solid shot at the Cowboys there. Did it send? Okay. Sorry, I had to send that to my buddy. That's great. Hold on. Let me see if that's sent. Pardon me. Pardon me. You know, we're doing this on the fly. You know, people send you hilarious things. You gotta pass it on to your buddies. My buddy, a Cowboy fan. There it goes. Okay. All right.
Down. Sit.
I got something back for you.
Brought in by Givens. So they'll get some of that yardage back. 3rd down and long for the Bandits. Field goal range, I would think, here, if they don't get the 1st down. And we'll see. They're going to try to drain some of the clock here, because if they don't get it, you know, they're going to get some time to Portland. Aikman. Incomplete. Trying to sneak it in there. And the Bandits will go for a lengthy field goal, about 40 yards on this kick. And if they don't make it with 3 timeouts, this Portland offense, they got all the time in the world. 44 seconds, more than enough time. Kick is good. I love the kick stick. Give me that in Madden. No more of this timing crap. Give me the kick stick.
It's looking a little bit like those...
All right, we shall see. How do the Iron Men answer? All right, 36 seconds, all the timeouts. Are you guys Kenny versus Spenny fans out there? He had Spenny had a big spat with Pink online. It was pretty hilarious on Twitter. Wide open. Torrey Holt breaking free. Out of bounds, and that's why you say it's plenty of time for the Iron Men, and it would be crazy. A game that I would say has pretty much been dominated by the Oklahoma City Bandits, with the exception of a turnover. The Iron Men, in the last 30 seconds, can end up taking the lead here. And Green. Timeout Portland. 23 seconds, or at least in field goal range. This is going to be an interesting second half here. Impact Championship. Zach, you're like, have you ever heard Jim Cornette tell old stories? Sometimes when the town was down, they would have a champions night, and the promoter would just pull out his drawer and pull out these championship belts and just have all these. Oh my goodness! I think they're going to flag pass interference, which would put the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's go for the call here. It puts the ball at the 1. What a call. No Mike Pierre to overturn this one. And Portland. Let's look at the call, see if you guys agree or disagree. Looking for Fitzgerald. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that call. I think that's a missed call by the referees.
Here we go, guys. Tight triple, strong draw. Focus on this one. Break.
I think that's a controversial call. I don't think that's the right call at all. Wow. Portland's going to get one here. Not going to get in. Timeout. They got to be careful now. Field goal. Come on. LA really got to decide.
You don't get nowhere running the ball.
They are going to throw it. And Unitas gets sacked. So they have to burn their last timeout. And it's going to be really dangerous now. You take one shot at the end zone, but if he gets sacked again, that's it.
Okay, coach wants this one. Gun. Quad left, 50 red flood. Focus on this one.
This is big. Another big stop by the Bandit defense, which has played very well here today. Quick pass. Incomplete. And they hold. So the lead will not happen. 19-yard kick for the Ironmen. And it is good. Look at this. Look at this. The Ironmen are going to try to get a freebie. Oh, look at this. Oh, they almost had it, too. They almost had it. The #1 gaming channel in the world. Listen to Zach here. Oh, a late hit against Portland, so that's going to give the Bandits an untimed down, right? Oh, that should have given. You can't end on a defensive penalty. So the Bandits should have had one shot at kicking a field goal there, and they didn't get it. That's not right. Well, I appreciate the kind words, Zach. If you, as I always encourage, tell your friends that we're here. You know, the YouTube algorithm can be sketchy at times. Let the people know. Tell them we're here. Tell them we stream. My schedule change at work. I got a new schedule change for Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to be covering the evening shift again, 3 to midnight. So I most likely won't be here with you guys streaming on Monday or Tuesday because of that schedule change. That's why we always encourage and ask you guys to at least take a look at Patreon. Patreon.com/TBSports27, or you can check out the Patreon link in the comments down below. I would love to make this, obviously, as most content creators do. Look at this run. What a huge run to begin the third quarter, and Kurt Warner tackled at the 9. What a run. Obviously, would love to make this a full-time thing, like most content creators do, and to be able to do that, obviously, we got to get the likes, the shares, the subscribes up, but getting those Patreons up would definitely help as well, and, you know, we can turn this into a full-time gig, and I won't be bound by the schedule change with my current work, and that would allow for more streaming. That would allow for streaming and more things every single day, so we encourage you guys, if you want to see more, if you're able to support the channel, check us out on Patreon until we have to get 1,000 subscribers if we want to start making some YouTube, some real monies here on YouTube. But until then, the love and support on Patreon will be a big thing, and you hear most YouTubers promote it. But it's not just helping out. There are tiers. You know, there's a $1. You can help out for as little as $1 on Patreon. But $5 gets you in the door with all the classic content, the stat books, the bonus materials, classic video, hundreds of hours of video up there, as well as stat books. And then if you want to be a stream requester, there's tiers for that too. So a lot to pick from. We got Patreon exclusive streams. We did one for deciding the draft order. That's a Patreon exclusive. That's up right now on Patreon. We might start doing some WWE 2K22 Patreon exclusive stuff.
Okay,
You guys want to see more My Rise?
50, tight end, why out?
I might do
Focus
the
on
Rey
this one.
Mysterio
Break.
stuff on there because on YouTube you get copyright claimed if you do the Rey Mysterio showcase because it uses real footage. So that may be a Patreon exclusive thing that we'll throw up there. So keep an eye out. We'll have support if we're able to. All right. Did you see Slammiversary of Impact? Of course, yeah. Slammiversary is great. It was really good. It was cool to see everybody come back. Dixie Carter, well, I don't know if you want me to spoil it, but I mean, it's kind of out there already. Close your ears if you don't. Spoiler warning for Slammiversary. 3, 2, 1. It was cool to see Dixie Carter back. Scott Hudson, was back. That voice, the classic Scott Hudson voice. Love that. It's amazing to see him back. You don't see announcers. I missed that. Like the announcers that actually, not the announcers, but the interviewees that actually like interact when they ask a question. Like it's cool to see it back now in AEW. Like Tony Schiavone does the interviews. What a catch by Gibbons. But it's pretty much like if you look at the Christian interview, it's pretty much Christian doing like 80% of the talking. I like the back and forth. That's something Mean Gene used to do. It would actually be an interview. It would be the interviewer and the interviewee going back and forth. Scott Hudson was really good at that, especially if you look at the early days of TNA, the Asylum years. And so it was really cool to see him back. Of course, Chris Harris looks like he may be back full-time in Impact. He was on Impact this past week and had an interesting, had an interesting conversation with the Cowboy James Storm. So we may see Wildcat back. We've seen Shark Boy. It was pretty cool. A great nostalgia show. AJ Styles was on the show, which was pretty cool, pretty insane. We saw AEW and WWE talent contracted superstars on the Impact show, and who would have ever thought that, So very cool to see all that. Big time fan. Been with Impact pretty much. I've mentioned in the past, the first time I found out about Impact, I didn't even know about TNA, but it was the first time I ever heard about TNA is when Raven and Shane Douglas had their hair versus hair match, because it was around the same time that Chris Jericho and Kevin Nash had their hair versus hair match. And I remember seeing the talk like online, this is like the early days of the internet, of like, which hair versus hair match was the better one. I'm like, what do you mean? Which hair versus? And then I heard about the Raven Shane Douglas and of course the scalping. I was like, oh, Raven, I know Raven. And I was like, what is this other company? And then of course NWATNA.com. And then online, that was around the time Ultimate X2 was happening, and they put Ultimate X1 on their website, and I was hooked from there. When they got the deal on Fox Sports 1, and I've been watching. I've probably maybe missed a handful of Impacts in my time since Fox Sports. And I've gone back and I've watched the Asylum pay-per-view. That was flat out dropped. That was not good on Impact Plus. So I've pretty much seen, I would say, almost every broadcast of TNA except for like Explosion. But from the weekly pay-per-views to Fox Sports to Impact, I've seen it all, folks. Big Impact fan. All right, field goal is good. Defensive battle continuing here between the Bandits and the Iron Men, and we are ticking down to WWE main event, the kickoff to Extreme Rules. The first 4 matches taking place right after this stream. So tell your friends, get your popcorn ready. I made some popcorn last night during the football games. And get ready for 4 high-impact matches. Ladder match, tables match, grudge match, and 2 championship matches, all on main event. Iron Man holding on to the 17-16 lead here. But Warner, a big run. Ken Norton has had some tough tackles in this game. 2 seed and the 7 seed Oklahoma City trying to become the first away team to win a postseason game here. Great blocking, and there's Kurt Warner. He's going to finish 2 yards shy of the first down. First down, Warner. Up past midfield. Congratulations to Jeff Hardy, the ladder master. And they always found it, you know, they would always call the Hardys the master of the ladder match. They lost so many ladder matches. They lost like every ladder match to Edge and Christian. They lost TLC 3. Jeff Hardy lost TLC 4. He lost the ladder match against The Undertaker. It was like, what exactly made the Hardys the master of the ladder match, other than they had a bunch of them? They lost like every ladder match that they were ever in. But you know how it works. Eric Green with that grab. And Portland in big business right now. Johnny Yu. Quarterback rating 131. Play action. Unitas. Open. Touchdown, Ironmen. We got a flag. Of course, because the PA system is turned down so we don't get copyright. We can't hear the referee, and it's a clipping call against Portland. So that wipes out the touchdown. Let's see. Oh, man, another ticky-tack call. He got pushed in the back, yes. But a clipping is like a block in the back or shoving. That is 2 really bad calls by the referees in this one. Here in the playoffs. Both teams being affected. Wow. That's rough, guys. So first and long. Fitzgerald incomplete. Yes, he is, Zach. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Man, what an uphill battle here. The controversy in some of these calls, not good. Johnny Yu. Ew, my goodness, that was almost intercepted. Rondé Barber. What a dream matchup there. Rondé Barber versus Larry Fitzgerald. So it's not looking good at this point. If you're Portland, you maybe just try to get into field goal range. Get a field goal. That rough call really wiped out this drive for the Ironmen. And incomplete. I think they were trying to go for the field goal. Get some yards, kick the field goal. 3 straight incompletions. That was rough. So back to Oklahoma City.
We're going with.
Are we gonna see that big run from Emmitt Smith?
Cutback. All out here. Break.
To give to Smith. And he's gonna drag a couple of guys down. And get the first down. Clock game would be big for the Bandits. They can spend some of this time. Smith only 2. Good defensive game. We've seen big offensive games in the postseason. We're seeing a good defensive battle here. Who is going to advance to the next round? Seeding is going to be determined on who wins this game. If the Bandits win, they will go on the road. They will take on the Atlantic City Eclipse, the top-seeded Eclipse. So they have to go through the 2 seed and then the 1 seed. If the Ironmen win, then that would lock in the Ironmen and Toxic game in the second round, and that would mean the winner of Ann Arbor and New York would play against the Atlantic City Eclipse. Aikman just gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Defensive battle continues here. And if the Bandits get knocked out, we would have all expansion teams. It would be Atlantic City, Portland, Tennessee. And then if the Nightmare win, they're one of the longest tenured of the expansion teams coming in Season 2, but it would be an all-expansion semifinals if New York and Portland win. But if Oklahoma City and Ann Arbor win, then it would be an opportunity for a championship rematch, which we have never seen a championship rematch in the history of Revolution Pro Football, but we have seen teams go to the big game more than once. Season 1 and Season 2, Salt Lake City were there. Season 2 and Season 3 were Huntington Beach. And Season 1 and Season 3, San Antonio Dragons. Larry Fitzgerald is going to break loose. Fitz has Norton. No, it's a touchdown. Portland Ironmen. That was actually Ray Lewis. I said Norton. Norton is 51. Big boy linebackers, though, Lewis and Norton. But Ray Lewis chasing down Fitzgerald. And with the extra point, Portland's going to go up by 8, their biggest lead. This is the Revolution Pro Football Playoffs. And we're coming down to it, folks. After this, we have just 4 games left. One more semifinal game. One more quarterfinal game, I should say. 2 semifinals, and then the championship. And the Bandits answer back, now down by 10. Emmett Smith's legs might be critical in this situation here. Oh, man. Look at Emmett Smith. He's trying. Portland has had him on lockdown so far, only averaging 3 yards a carry. Outside, Emmett Smith. First down. Oh, watch out. It didn't even help him up. We go to the 4th, and it's going to come down to the wire. Another Revolution Pro Football postseason game coming down to the wire. Portland Ironmen 24, Oklahoma City Bandits 16. It's an 8-point game. Bandits trying to get to the semifinals once again, back-to-back years. Portland, their inaugural season, trying to win a playoff game. Incomplete. We haven't even gotten to see the Bandits flex all their different uni combinations if they get bounced right here. Play fake. Going down the field. Underthrown again by Aikman. He had a wide open Lenny Moore, rather, check that. And again, it was Aikman with the underthrow. He had him waiting in the wings. Oh my goodness. 3rd and 10. Aikman. What a catch by Ernest Gibbons. In traffic. Pretty comparable stats. Obviously, the touchdowns go in the favor of Johnny Unitas. Only down by 8. Still a lot of time on the clock here. First down, Bandits.
Can't you cover as we can?
How soon is too soon?
Yeah.
What do you do, Zach, if you get the touchdown here? Do you go ahead and go for the 2-point conversion now? They always say don't go chasing points. Or you try to get it later. If you don't go for it now, then you absolutely have to go down the field again and score. If you get the 2 points now, then it won't matter. You can play for overtime. 2nd and 5 for the Bandits. First down, Emmitt Smith. I think your odds might be pretty good. If Emmett keeps running like this, you go for 2. Touchdown, Bandits. The Bandits are within 2. Yep, he got over. The Bandits are going for the 2-point conversion right now.
Down. Sit.
Don't let him get the 2.
Touch, 2-point conversion, not a touchdown. And we are tied in Portland. 24-24. We've already seen one incredible playoff overtime game between the Gainesville Clash. And now we could be seeing another. This is incredible. Gainesville and Tennessee. But still a lot of time on the clock here. Let's not start looking at overtime just yet. Roman Reigns won the Texas Championship. Texas Roman. We got to fight JBL next, right? Remember when JBL had the Texas Hardcore Championship? On my Madden Face of the Franchise, I go for the 2-point conversion. Okay. Well, we got it. We did it, and we got it. Or they got it. 24-24. Unitas. Fitzgerald left wide open. That was a blown coverage. Rondé Barber is going to try to chase him down. He's going to get a flag for a late hit. Obviously, he didn't like the showboating by Fitzgerald. Rondé Barber and Ray Lewis in a quick touchdown for the Portland Ironmen. I don't know what happened there. Fitzgerald just got behind Rondé Barber, and there was no safeties back there playing backup. So, short-lived excitement for the Bandits as the Ironmen look out, nearly blocked. Those slow to develop kicks make you nervous. How will the Bandits respond? The give to Emmitt Smith. Big opening, Emmitt Smith. It might be between Emmitt Smith and Larry Fitzgerald. Who wants it more?
Hey, man, what a huge game. You're the star for us today.
I knew I
Who
was gonna
wants
have one
it
of those
more?
special days today.
Giving it to Emmitt again. And that might be critical for Oklahoma City. The clock game here. Clock management. What a playoff game we have. The 7 seed and the 2 seed. Bandits, the runners-up in Revolution Bowl 4. Coates, again. He had a monster first half. He's coming up big in quarter 4. Ooh, can you hear that thunder? When the thunder roars, go indoors. Right? Another give to Smith, and Smith picks up 9.
Look alive on this one.
Aikman calling shots. Oh boy, that broke down right there in front of Emmitt. Playoff Emmitt. 3rd and 2. This is a critical 3rd down. This could determine the ball game on a stop right here. First down. Bandits got it. Bandits, nice job on this drive. Ticking a lot of the clock down here. Pass out to Parks. First down, Oklahoma City. No answers for the Iron Men. Who do we have overtime looming once again in the playoffs? And it would be classic Revolution Pro Football. We've had the overtime games before. 6 OTs between Gainesville and Huntington Beach. We've had triple OT before. Gainesville and Birmingham. We just had the double OT with Tennessee and Gainesville. It's already pouring. And Emmitt Smith taking a breather as Pittman comes in. Boy, if you're the Bandits, do you take the chance? You've already successfully gotten 1 2-point conversion. Do you do it again? Smith still on the sideline here. Pittman goes down. Did Emmitt get injured? As Pittman remains in the ball game. This is interesting. This is when they need him most. Pittman, touchdown, Oklahoma City. No Emmitt Smith, but Pittman comes in. And the Bandits are an extra point away. This is Revolution Pro Football, folks. This is what it's all about. Some great battles in these games. The legacy and history will live on as we move to Madden. And it is good. 31-31. 2:36, essentially 4 timeouts when you count the 2-minute warning for the Portland Ironmen. So a lot of time, you saw how quickly they scored, but the smart thing for them is going to be your clock battle. You don't want another touchdown like Larry Fitzgerald got. You want to work your way down the field and maybe set yourself up for a field goal. Corey Holt is going to put him down at the 35. And here we go. 31-31, the Iron Men, the number 2 seed, step onto the field of play. Intercepted, are you kidding me? Picked off by the Oklahoma City Bandits. Harvey Martin. Johnny Unitas trying to sneak it into Torrey Holt. Not a good decision there. I would imagine trying to throw it short. Emmitt Smith back in, 28 carries. I would imagine the strategy, like we said, trying to throw it short and get the field goal. Didn't want to go deep. He forced it. And there you saw the end result. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. They're going to line up and try to get one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they do just that. First down. Huska. And the Bandits, they're in field goal range, folks. This could be a clock game right now. If they get one first down, this game's over. Emmitt Smith. Portland calls their first timeout. Woo, can you feel it? The Bandits, who had never made the postseason 3 years, 3 times shut out of the postseason, finally making it last season with John Elway. That may very well do it, folks. Because Oklahoma City just got to wind this thing down. This is it. Kick the field goal, it's done. Look at the big gap. They want them to score on purpose. Look at the big opening here. There it is, final timeout called. So the Bandits, in running the ball,
This is it, guys.
they can get the clock down to about 40 seconds or so. About 30 or 40 before they have to go for the field goal. Oh my goodness, what a hit. All right, so that's going to tick down 40. They got to be careful, though, as well. Run this down, kick the field goal, yes.
Yeah, baby, that's me. That's me. That's all me.
But also, you know how quickly Portland can score. 40 seconds, more than enough time for Portland, even without the timeouts. It's like, you play conservative, you know, go with the percentages. You got Emmitt Smith, though. It's a pretty good bet. And your odds running the ball with Smith are going to be pretty high. Emmitt Smith nearly gets into the end zone. So that will tick 40 seconds off. So that would leave about 20 seconds on the clock for Portland to try to get down the field and kick a field goal to get into overtime. What a turn of events. Johnny Unitas with the choke of a century, trying to go with the short passes, tried to force it into Torrey Holt. And the field goal is good, and the Bandits lead by 3 with 20 seconds to play. Zach Green's getting a treat right now. He's getting to see one of the finest postseason football playoff games in some time. But there's still time. There's still life for the Iron Men. But a lot of the talk's going to be on that Johnny U interception. Trying to force a short pass. Now here's the thing. They got no timeouts. So everything they do has got to go to the sideline if they want to get into field goal range. Unitas. Oh my goodness, gets sacked. He couldn't get rid of the ball. This is it. They're maybe going to get one more play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He can't get it snapped. It's done. What an ending. Unitas could not get rid of the football. And the Oklahoma City Bandits upset the 2-seeded Portland Iron Men The Iron Men are no more. Obviously, you can see the Emmitt Smith influence right there in time of possession. Let's take a look at the highlights. I want to see this again. What a crazy game. It started off the second half with Kurt Warner. That big time run. We're gonna do some housekeeping in a moment just after this. This was incredible, folks. What a ball game. Troy Aikman, look at the time. Had a nice pass there. I wish Madden would do this. I would like to get a nice little highlight reel recap of the game. It's pretty cool. Again, you know, everyone says it. Features that used to be in Madden. This is a feature that was in a game in 2008. We're now on Madden 23, and this feature's not in the game. Like a highlight reel. How about this? This was the one we thought turned it around. This gave Portland the 8-point lead with Ray Lewis chasing Larry Fitzgerald and the touchdown. But they answered back. On the ground game, Emmitt Smith got in, and then he would get the 2-point conversion, and that would tie this one up. Here was the interception, trying to throw it. Oh, actually, no, this was the other Larry Fitzgerald touchdown. This gave them the lead back. This made it 31-24. That was the late hit. And then this was the drive where Emmitt Smith came out. We had the backup come in and get in the end zone. Now we're going to see the interception. This is when they were trying to throw it short. Don't go anything down the field. Go short. And that was the play. And Harvey Martin, maybe Unitas thinking, hey, defensive lineman, I can sneak it in there. Winding the clock out. The field goal would give them the 34-31 lead. The Bandits, the first road team to win a playoff game in the Revolution Pro Football Playoffs, and for the second year in a row, they are going to go to the semifinals. They will be one victory away from going back to the Revolution Bowl. Your player of the game, who else? Emmitt Smith. Not as many yards as he normally gets on the ground, but incredible nonetheless. Look at that, 150 yards, 34 carries for Emmitt Smith. So now, we're going to look at everything. We're going to do a little housekeeping here, and then we're going to come right back, maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe around 5 o'clock. We will come back for, depending on how long this takes, we will come back for WWE 2K22, maybe 5:15. Give me a little bit of time here to catch my breath from this one, but we're going to go ahead right now. I'm going to look at the playoff tree, and if you want to see the playoff tree, it is up on Patreon right now. But the Bandits going on to the second round. Do I not have a playoff tree in here? Playoffs. Thought I did. Apparently I don't. Okay. So that means Tennessee guaranteed is going to host a playoff game. So we know now in the second round, it is going to be Atlantic City, top-seeded Atlantic City. They're going to play host to the Oklahoma City Bandits. So you're going to see the Atlantic City Eclipse and the Oklahoma City Bandits. The winner of New York and Ann Arbor, they are going to take on the Tennessee Toxic. So now we know Tennessee and the Tennessee Toxic and the Atlantic City Eclipse are going to host games in the semifinal round. An opportunity now, if Tennessee and Atlantic City get beat, then the winner of the New York Ann Arbor game would host Revolution Bowl 5. If Atlantic City wins, if they knock off Oklahoma City, they host Revolution Bowl 5. And if Oklahoma City beats Atlantic City and then Tennessee wins, Tennessee will host Revolution Bowl 5. Thank you so much, guys. We will be right back. Give me about 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to write down the stats here for the stat book on Patreon. I'm going to do a little housekeeping, and then we'll be right back with WWE 2K22, the first 4 matches of Extreme Rules as part of WWE Main Event. So we'll be back